Yo, what up? Is this thing on? Hello, hello? How is everyone doing? Good, I hope. I hope everyone is having a nice chill Saturday. Alright. I figured I'd poke at this thing a little bit more. See if I can make some progress on it. And then maybe pivot and start doing some soldering stuff, because there's a bit of a soldering task that I want to finish. Let's see. So, on the last episode of Dragon Ball Z, I was struggling to get this thing to show up over Ethernet. I poked with it a little bit and did a couple things with my lab router and managed to get an address for this thing and managed to do a little bit of scanning on it, but overall did not get anything super exciting. So just really quick, let me I'll clear this out and start a new cap, and I'll demonstrate what it is that I did to find this thing on the network. Real quick though, let's get some music going. Hello, Koilar. And welcome back, Sila. What do you guys thinking? Elevator music? Relaxing jazz? Do you like jazz? So this is the inside of a SPAD 102 RFID reader. I've got a non-dismantled one somewhere. I had a non-dismantled one somewhere. I don't know where it ran off to. That's fine. Here's the antenna. A little bit of a big boy. It's quite large. So this doohickey sits in here, other way around, but sits in here and connects to this antenna, and it's supposed to pick up NFC tags, so 13.56 megahertz. And it's meant to be used for like libraries, like scanning tags inside of books and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my power connector going. All right, we're on 12 volts. I just want to double check. Make sure that this thing actually wants 12 volts. Yes, 12 to 24 volts. Alright, and real quick before I plug this in. Weird e-reader. Yeah. It's very small. The antenna is huge. I want to try and apparently they can, according to the spec sheet, this reader can pick up NFC tags from 30 centimeters away, which is about a foot. So if I get anywhere with this device, I think it'd be kind of neat to test and see how boosted I can get it. See how far away I can read a tag. But first I have to get it reading stuff, so. Alright, so let's go to the computer real quick. And I'm gonna show you what I had going on my MikroTik. So this I did some port mirroring with this. Under the switch tab, you can set up mirroring, where you have a port mirror source and a mirror target. So right now I have the Ethernet 5 port mirrored to Ethernet 3, and Ethernet 3 is currently the one that my workstation, or I'm sorry, Ethernet 2 is the one that my workstation is currently plugged into, and Ethernet 5 is the Ethernet that this device will be connected to, the test device. So what I had done is I configured this for port mirroring, so I'll do that again. And unfortunately, I'm not sure why. I'm not super familiar with port mirroring, but I think it knocks out my LAN, or causes issues with my LAN or something. I don't know, it's real picky, but whatever. So I will reconfigure that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and plug this thing in, and we'll turn it on and watch Wireshark. So real quick, I'm gonna filter out my address. Where is filter not selected? And there's gonna be more. Oh, it's still filtering. Okay, hold on. Close that capture file. Let's start a new one. And let's see. Okay, so this should be picking up only the Ethernet frames that are going to the router itself. And so I'm going to go ahead and turn on this device. Make sure I don't have any of these jumpers connected, because those change the way it boots. And we should be able to see it do a broadcast. There we go. So FEIG electronics. You can see that pulls this address 192.168.1.241. So I can copy that value. And then over here, let's go to our project folder, and then I'm just going to run nmap really quick to just demonstrate what we've got going on this device. I'm going to scan all of the ports. Probably an easier way in Wireshark to filter for just Ethernet. Or just like the, what is it, layer 2 frames, but whatever. That works. Okay, so our nmap scan is done. Looks like only port that we have open is this 1001, or I guess 10,001, sorry. And there's our MAC address, so. And I did a couple things to try and figure out what we could have running behind this this port. but I was unable to get anything exciting, which is kind of a bummer, but that's okay. My first step was obviously that cat. And this doesn't really seem to do anything. Maybe I could come in here and I can send a bunch of junk at it and maybe it'll respond to something, but I wanted to kind of throw a fuzzer at it. You may have seen I had a Wazowski. I was trying to set up a fuzzer. Maybe fuzz this this endpoint. Somebody mentioned UDP. Let me see. How do you do that? It's attack you or something? Yeah, attack you. Okay. That doesn't do anything. That's okay. If we check it out in the browser, also doesn't really seem to do anything. We go to here. It just kind of loads and we don't really get anything, so. So I think our best bet is to probably dig into this ISOstart software, which is supposed to be kind of like the configuration tool for this. Because I think what is supposed to happen is this thing is kind of in like a standby state until it connects to like a control server. And then that control server says, hey, we're good to go. And then it goes into like a reader state. And unfortunately, this ISOstart program is Windows-based. I have to dig through these tabs. What is this? Oh yeah, this is just more documents on ISOstart. And I do have access to the ISOstart software. For the folks on the Discord, Yamaha PSR found it. They provided that, thankfully. So we do have something to kind of reverse. But let's see. Kind of poked at these DLLs a little bit, but I would want to throw them into Ghidra. Probably, I think this one right here, the fetcp.dll. It might work under Wine. I kind of just want to figure out what it's actually doing though, and copy that, and kind of emulate it. And that might actually be a good way to get this working, is to just capture it in Wireshark and then replay it, or make my own Python script. Well, it's nice that they have a helpful manual. Alright, yeah, I guess we could try it. Let's see. Doo-doo-doo. Complete reader configuration into an XML file. I think that was what, there's some XML files up here for the, individual readers, I think. Yeah, these guys. These reader definition files. I think LR probably stands for, like, long range. Password. Yeah, this thing's got a lot of interesting values in it. Hey, what's up, Last Resort? How are you doing? Alright, well, I guess it's, throw it together with wine. Do-do-do-do. Willkommen! Ah, yes. German. Yes. I accept. Do-do-do-do-do. Where did that go? SSR VC went in? No. That's a visual code or something. I don't know. That might be it. Okay. That's the only executable? No. Yes? Yes, that's the only executable. Okay, that must be it. Oh god. Ooh. What is this? Alright. Detect reader. Options. TCP IP port. Right, serial numbers, directory, blah, blah, blah. All right, TCP IP 241. Actually, real quick, go ahead and clear this out. Continue without saving. I'm gonna clear out this filter, right? Actually, let's take out the not, and then we're gonna change this to 251 or 241. Sorry, 241, which is the address of our device. And then that way we can filter for anything going to that device. And just to test it real quick. Nothing? Okay. There we go. Oh, that's because it was doing and not or. Duh. Okay. And let's go ahead and close that. Should see that stop. Okay, cool. Alright, now that we've got our filter and our capture prepared, where's our ISO start software? Alright, so we already got port 10,001. 241, detect. Cool, looks like it's got already. Got everything there. Okay, actually, before we do this, that's kind of nice. Let's see, we'll save this. Captures. I actually want to get this reconnected to the antenna so that it's not actually causing issues. So there we go. And where's my antenna? Where? Not antenna. The antenna's right here. Where does this go again? There's a nice way to put this on in a annoying, ugly way. Because normally this board is supposed to be flipped over. Oh, you guys can't even see that. Duh. Alright. There we go. And then let's go ahead and plug this back in. Alright, so let's run Quick Start Wizard, I guess. Okay. Application is host control commands have to be sent step by step from the host. Automated multiplexing or triggering. Ooh, I could set it into automated reader mode. Multiplexer and trigger feature buffering of read data, automatic sending to defined destination, and deletion of stored data sets. Communication only via TCP/IP. That's a good question. I don't know. I think notification mode sounds better. And these features, or these options are off. Oh, there's a vault on AirPods. That seems interesting. Destination for notifications. Port 2000 or 20,001. Okay, yeah, I saw this in a couple of the documents. The reader's configured to work in buffered read mode. You can use the buffered read mode button. Oh, host commands. Okay, so host commands ISO start has like its own window for sending commands directly to the reader. I don't think we want that mode. So I think this is probably what we want, right? Yeah, that seems about right. The reader is configured to work in notification mode. You can use the notification mode button to open a corresponding window. An extended mode of buffered read mode, thus the structure of the notified data is the same. Command hex 33 initialize, clears and initializes the reader's internal buffer. Apply button starts the receive process, and incoming notifications are displayed in the text window. Okay. And then scan mode. Right now I'm just trying to get anything out of it. And then I want to see what I can do to change the antenna settings, like the transmit power. Nice read power. I don't know. I want to see how far away I can get a tag to get read from it. EPC UHF transponder class Gen 2. I have no idea what kind of tags those are. Test measurement group. Protocol editor. Okay. Let's just try this. Next. Alright, so it's configured. It should be sending any data it gets to this port on 254. Cool. No errors or warnings found. Yeah, I believe the program does that. Yeah. Notify channel initiated by reader port 20001. So let's get a NFC tag, right? Oh, are you blinking? So it's in notification mode. I don't know if these tags are gonna work on it. This is HID. It's a RFID tag. Not RFID. What's the other frequency of it? Not you. You work? No? Alright, well, let's stop this. I'm gonna save it. And ISO start. SN 528 bytes, data truncated right here. Is this what was sent to the reader to put it in whatever mode? I mean, that definitely looks interesting. It's the only one that has like a TCP payload. I'm sure there's others, but here's another one. It's got a couple bytes in it. It's what, 76? Let's see, apply this column. Prepare as filter and selecting. Okay, so this is all the data that's getting sent from, and thankfully for us, it's all plain text. Not TLS encrypted or anything. So this is all the data that's getting sent to the reader from ISO start. It's an RFID reader. It's meant to read like RFID tags from books and stuff. This guy. Why are you blinking? Why is it blinking? I don't know anything about this thing. It's the protocol output. Buffer commands. Because I think what it's doing is it's probably looking for specific tags. Test and measurement. Wow. Not sure what that was all about. E-code table. Oh. It's USB though. Configuration. Data selector, UID. Okay, what is this? I don't know. Data source. Oh, this would be if it was in scan mode, I guess. Bank number. Read complete bank. Data selector. Let's do that. Maybe now it'll actually do stuff. It's not looking for like a UID or something. Oh, maybe I need to give it a UID. Okay, hold on. Some commands. Wow. Function unit commands, multiplexer detect, channel select. Wow. Yeah, so this is where you can tweak the waveform, I guess, like the output of it. Battery detection. I guess it'd be a thing if it had the serial port on it. Okay. I'm thinking it's got a config setting for the UID. So it's got like data selector right here. I think it's looking for tags that start with a particular UID. I'm curious if I can change that. Let's see. Let me read some more docs. Yeah, this may be for a different reader. Let's see, notification mode. Recommended sequence command 33 initializes the reader's internal. Okay, so maybe we need to do that. And then I can also issue the buffer info command. Huh. So initialize. We do buffer info. Nothing. Real multiple blocks. Let's see. If I know where that is. Where you saw that at? Oh, under the 0xb0. ISO 15693. Let me look that up. I can't remember what that is. Oops, 693. Okay. Extended address mode. Ah. Error code, -115, error in module FEDM. No data in a table. I knew it. I knew that was our problem. DSFID. You guys ever get so involved in something that you forget your music stopped? Ooh, reader login. Password, all zeros. Custom and prop commands? I guess it's custom and property commands. Why are you blinking? Stop it. Get some help. I'd stop for a second. Why are you blinking? Is it... Oh. Wait a minute. Is that because of my metal workbench? Okay. Alright, 1 second. Let me grab my flipper. Alright, first things first, field detector. So field detector's on. It is picking up the field. That's kind of cool. Ooh. Here, I'll show you guys. Yeah, the field detector lights up. So it is active. I don't know why it's blinking though. Nothing? Okay. Nothing. Reader command not available. What does that mean? This command's not available, huh? Commands. Let's see. Huh. Reader command not available, huh? Yeah, it's like it's trying to send this one command over and over and over. And that one's not available. But what is that command? 78? What it is? B0, right? That was ISO B0 828A. I'm just guessing at stuff right here. Let's see. Be nice if I knew what all this was about. Protocol editor, one can collect any protocols, and the scheduling of the protocol is arbitrary. How do we get to the protocol editor? Is this the protocol editor? Oh wait, hold on. TCP IP. Oops. Oh, that's annoying. Port 1001. Connect. One 192.168.1.241. That's unconnected, right? Oh, I guess that's going to reading all the properties from it. Okay. Alright, what does it do? Oh, there we go. Okay, so it is actually connecting to it on that port. Hey, what's up, So Life? How are you doing? Oh, that's fun. Okay, so I can send on and off commands. What is AFI? Inventory requested. Yeah, I'm guessing the card's probably gotta have like a particular manufacturer. I think it's probably looking for like no, I don't know. Because this is just kind of like a generic reader, right? It shouldn't be specific about like FEIG tags. Maybe let's throw it into a new mode. Detect reader. Oh no, wait, hold on. Scan mode. Nothing. The scan mode I thought was just over USB, right? But it says communication port. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that was my thought initially too. Is like this scanner's for 13.56 megahertz, which is NFC near field communication. So, which this is NFC I-class card. Probably some hotel door key that I cloned to it last I was traveling. Let's see. Actually, I think I've got the wrong card. Okay, hold on. Let me dig through my box of cards, but it should still work with the emulated NFC from the flipper. Let's see. Yes, the card is programmable. Let's see. Nothing on that one, okay. Alright, let's try with this one. I don't think this is the right type of card. I may end up having to get some right spec cards. Because this one is ISO 14443A. Unless I can get it to just be in like raw protocol mode, which I think is... I thought that's what this was, but... Yeah, this is the standard that the cards that I have are 14443. Parts may be type A and type B, both of which communicate at 13.56. Main difference is modulation and coding schemes. Protocol initialization procedures. It just flashed red for a second? So technically we are looking at that port. 2001, or at least the commands that are being sent. Okay, yeah, here, let's check out 2001, 2001. Where is it? Port. What? Why did I put that as a Bluetooth destination? Oh wow. Okay. Here, where's my Python? Let's see. Oh, wait, I've already got see. Do, 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 do. And yoink. Oops. Yep, you are correct. Hey, what's up, Noldyref? Yep, we got the RFID reader pulled out again. This time we fired it up with the software. ISO start software. Yeah, I guess I could do it with Netcat, right? Nothing. Nothing. Yeah, I'm thinking it's quite picky. Oh wait, it's L, right? Netcat was in. There we go. Nothing. Yeah, RFID reader allegedly. This sucker hasn't done anything. All it's done is blinked at me. Alright, well, if that's the case, I've got another one. I think this one's fine, though. What could possibly be wrong with this one? Internal application error. What could possibly be wrong with this one? Yeah, it does not like that. Oh, I thought my filter wasn't running, or was disabled. I guess not. Nothing on that port. Wow. Oh, interesting. This looks a little bit different. More config settings in here when you don't go logical mode. Oh, whoa, look at that. You see how it highlights the thingamabobber up there? It shows you what byte represents this item. See if I change it. No parity is 0. Even parity is 1. Odd parity is 2. Holy crap, that's awesome. Great application design. How does it know what, like, CFG it's changing with each packet? That's fun. This is a 2-byte value. Huh. I wonder if I need to, I wonder if I can code it for, this is settings for ISO 15693. If I can code it for, that other protocol? I don't think so. Or other, spec. Red LED. Interesting. So the notificator reader mode is this last one, the last, or 13th byte. Well, they both use the same modulation, amplitude shift keying. Yeah, right. I'm impressed as well how low level this application lets you get. And how configurable the hardware is too. First part of hostname, Mr. 102. Look, it has DHCP. That's cool. Customer parameter. This one's mine. This is my parameter. Guys, I don't think I have the right cards. I don't think it's gonna pick these up. Which honestly throws a whole bone into, my plan. Wrench into my plan, I guess. Unless I can order some 15693 tags. Let's see. What do these suckers look like? Ah. Yes, my blood bags. NXP iCode. I wonder if I can emulate those specifically with the flipper. Let's see, can I... Oh, wow. How do they measure this? This is crazy. This person's talking about using the NFC chip as an RF front end to modulate any signal. So this is the difference between the top signals, the Flipper 0 emulated signal, and then this is the bottom one is the genuine SLIX NFC chip. SERP describes the bit encoding, modulating the field load. So it's got timing issues. Using peripheral timers, blah, blah, blah. For every single bit you send back to the reader, you need about 17 pulse durations of storage. Huh, okay. Oh. So generating it on the fly causes a delay that's too long and causes the reader to time out. Oh, they got it merged? Well, how do I do it then? How do I emulate ISO 15693? Let's see. I'm not seeing it in here. Maybe it's a wrap or something. Let's see. No worries, an oldie ref. Hopefully you got your stuff taken care of. I may actually need to update it. It's been a minute since I've updated my flipper, so let's try that. Unplug this thing for now. It's doing all of its blinking. And where's my USB cable? No updates. When was this done? It's in 2023. Okay. And it links to specific feature emulation. Blah blah blah. Oh. Should read a Slicks 2 and be able to emulate it. I've got to read the tag first and then emulate it. I can't just generate a new one on the fly. So what I was doing is go to NFC and then you can just add manually card, but I don't know. I don't see a Slicks option in here. If you can download an example of one. What is this thing? I've got pulled an RFID tag off of something a while ago. Just because I thought it looked cool. But I don't know what spec this is. I think it's UHF tag. This doohickey. Whoa. I mean, it's just bright. Yeah, there you go. This doohickey. Okie dokie, let's see. Hmm. Tag I2C. What are these? What spec are these? Tell me, tell me. Four, 443. Rip. I mean, I guess I could order some tags, but it'd be nice if I could actually get this to emulate. But if I ordered some tags, I could clone one. I demonstrated that here. Yeah, but do you have a link to the tag? Nope. Oh, here we go. Is this already a thing on the App Store? let's see. Just checking the Flipper App Store real quick. Otherwise, I can probably compile this directly for the, let's see if this tool has it. Here we go. What, 6.2? Or... and go for the classic butts. Oh, well, you know, it probably helps if I, plug the reader back in, huh? Alright, let's see. Nothing? Alright, let's try this one. Nothing. Interesting. So, theoretically, we're emulating 15693. And it's still not picking it up. So, what could be the reason for that? Could be actually broken. Maybe I broke it. Okay. I mean, it acts like it's doing stuff. It's responding. It's just not playing nice. And let's do the quick start reader, or quick start setup again. What is an XP iCode 1? And RFID is confusing. There's so much to it. And let's try without the NXPI code. That may be restricting it to my particular type of tag, maybe. Nothing. Nothing from either of these. I may end up having to get myself some tags to test this out with. Hmm. Alright, let's try this Slicks card. Nothing. Okay. Nothing on that one either? Okie dokie. Oh, I don't think it likes the inventory modes because it's in notification mode. Let's do go ahead and close document. Quick start. Let's put it in post mode. No transponder in reader field. Okay. About now. Nothing. Reader RF warning. I get RF warning at that point. Yeah, it's just turning off RF warning. Huh. Maybe it is bad. And it does not appear to appreciate any of the ISO 15693 I'm emulating with the flipper, so I wonder if I have any of these lying around. Go find a library book. Alright, well, let me take a quick break and I'm gonna go refresh my coffee. Go to the bathroom real quick. Alright, be right back. Okie dokie, I am back. Oh, did your command not work? Why did that command not work? Hmm. Oh, it works when I do it? What the hecky? Yeah, the commands only go through YouTube, unfortunately. I have not, my code's kind of dog do. But I'm in the process of making it, connect to Twitch API. That the folks over at Twitch who prefer Twitch can, also send commands to it. Yeah, YouTube's just a lot easier to get it going with, because they let you passively listen to the chat instead of having to authenticate and everything, so... Alright, what the heck do I want to do with this thing now? So, I could order some tags. I can also take apart the second one that I have and try that. I get the feeling it's not the device. I mean, it might be, but... Yeah, unfortunately, there's not really any other tests over here to kind of, like, debug the thing. What is this? Oh, those are all the... Okay, reader diagnostics, I can run this one. Let's see. Reader and antenna status. Let's do... Actually, let's just do all of them. Debug this sucker. Uh-huh. General RF status, noise level error, antenna 50 ohm, no. Pulse power, no. DC power antenna, okay. Did I do something wrong? Did I fuck up the antenna or something? I mean, that wouldn't surprise me. Is my, my botch wires hanging out everywhere? Huh. Oh no, it's not giving me anything. I wonder what that looks like. Nope. Man, that's so many commands. That output. Noise level. System reset. Reset the RF controller? Sure. CPU reset? Sure. Oh, it's probably still doing this one. That's probably still resetting. Let's see. Or maybe I fucked it up. Let's try disconnecting and reconnecting to it. There we go. Ooh, look at that. That's fun. Copy to clipboard. Firmware version 2. Oh yeah, I was going through and mapping some of these pins to the STM32 on this thing, and found out that this doohickey right here is actually the boot 0 pin. So that's kind of fun, this jumper. And this other jumper goes to PB15. So that's what that's all about. But what this is all about. Start flash loader. Last time I messed with the firmware, I bricked a device, so I'm a little weary. Right, let's see what this does. I want to see if this... Oops. Let's see, always on top. Just restart it. I mean, sure, but it doesn't look like it, reset the device, so... So is that under system reset? That looks like it did it. Okay, so system reset, the RF controller, that, I don't know what the mode is. Oh, disconnect, connect, and, yeah, did it pull all of that with the software version? Let me see. Oh, that's actually different, okay. So realistically, though, what makes this device not be able to read NFC? It's just the protocol, right? I guess maybe because the way that it, I don't know, I'm thinking like maybe the way it's modulated and the way that it's pulsed would mean that it can't do NFC, but I feel like it should be able to. I don't know. I'm an idiot, so who knows? Give me stuff over here last time, but now it doesn't want to. Oh, here we go. General RF status, noise level, okay. 50 ohms, horsepower, no. Okay, now let's try. I had it in host mode, right? Let's try. Trigger unknown command. How are you giving me a bunch of that? Did I not have it in host mode? It is in host mode, okay. I don't know what advanced protocol does. Persistent reset time? unknown command. Okay. Unknown command still. Alright, let's I actually want to change it back to notification mode. Detect. Yeah, this sucker don't work. Alright. Let me see. Let me pull out the other one. See if I can test it against this one. One moment. Okay, let's set this one off to the side. This is gonna suck because I cannot get this connector in there, so I'm gonna have to take it apart just to get the top off. Tier 8? No, tier 9. Maybe? Tier 10 more snug? Yeah, there we go. Hey. Got adhesive on them. Yeah, who knows? Maybe I fucked this one up. Not surprise me. It wouldn't be the first piece of hardware that I've screwed up. Wow, look at that. It's the same thing. Who'd have thought? Okay, Alright, and just for sanity's sake, go ahead and nmap up again. Or, I'm sorry, Wireshark. There is filter. Not selected. Okay. Close the capture file, get a new one started. Go ahead and plug this sucker in. We've got our port mirroring on. And let's see what it does. Here it is. What address did you grab? 242, huh? Crazy. Alright, this one I did wrong with that change. I'm not gonna go through and set this one up. Let's see, reader diagnostics. Read all. This looks the same as what we had on our other one. What is the mode? Configuration. Interface, it's in host mode. Okay, so we should be able to come over here and on 242, hit start. Reader RF warning. Okay, whatever. And let's bring our flipper in. What it does. Nada. Oh, is that something? Now I just started doing RF warning again. Alright, well. This one does not work either. I think it's because it's looking for particular tags. I feel like there's maybe a setting or configuration. Alright, so 15.693 read write commands. Yeah, I think there's a particular thing in here that's making it look for something specific. Transponder, read mode, automatic, transfer block size is 4, data coding 1 out of 4. And I wonder if I can change, like, this, the transponder parameters. I wonder if I can change some of these settings and maybe make it work for an FC or something. I should stop this. Save the capture file. Interface is advanced protocol frame. No idea what that is. That's kind of funny. It looks like they have access control on the reader itself, specified by the password on these first 4 bytes of CFG0. And they've got it, like, blacked out over here, but I bet it shows up. See, it shows up over here. If I change it, even though it's asterisked out, you can still see over here up in the actual raw bytes what the password is. That's funny. Hmm. Data block address of data source equals data block. I wonder if this is like setting up like a filter for, I mean, that's what it says, a read mode filter, but you'd think though that it would say that there's a transponder in like the reader field. Wait, did I actually write that setting though? Okay, let's try that again. No transponder in field. Weak collision has valid data. Hmm. Yep. Not too sure what the heck is going on. I feel like I need to read some more about this thing. Also, I want to order a tag. I think having a tag. Oh god, that's all the settings in one go. I think having a tag for this particular device, like an ISO 15 963, 15 693, 15 693. An ISO 15 693 tag that I can test against one that's not my flipper. Because although the flipper says that it should be able to transmit and emulate a tag of this standard or of this spec, it's not meant to. So I think it's probably going to run into some problems, and that might be what I'm seeing. What is this thing? What this tag is, let me look it up. Yeah, this is a completely different one. Okay, so 18,063? That's not this, right? It's 8,000. What was it? Where did we see that at? Right, so 18,000? Oh. No transponder in reader field. Firmware activation required. What does that mean? Oh, wait a minute. Does this doohickey not support that particular tag as well? What is it? EMHF, ISO chips, blah blah blah, NXPI code. That's for ISO 18003 mode 1. This is 18,063. What's the difference? Between that and 3. Move to high-speed bulk conveyor-fed applications. Interesting. Oh, there's so many. There's so many protocols and standards. So I guess this one is probably not correct either. This is 18,000. And it won't let me enable that mode. That firmware upgrade code. That's strange. So it's saying firmware activation required. Hmm. Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is supposed to be doing. I was hoping that if I had it in custom protocol mode that we'd just be able to read whatever. But I guess not. Huh. Okay. Well, I think I might shelf this thing for now. Do a little bit more reading, order some tags, and try those out. And see what I can get out of this thing. I'm going to button this one back up. Okie dokie. Hmm. Yeah, it's a lot of data that it's sending back and forth. There seems to be some consistency in it, though. With the exception of this first packet of data. All of these start with 02000 or 0200, and then this byte changes 07, 016, or 07, 08, 16, and then we have FF, which seems to be consistently in the same spot. I wonder if these are for like checking settings or like the configuration data or something. The values that are on the right side of this FF are the actual register values, or like the I don't know. Anyway, I think, because I want to get some tags and mess around with a tag on this thing and actually get it reading some data. And see, because if I can get it reading some data, then I can start writing my own software. Just because I want to test it and make sure it works. And then I'm curious if there is a way to get it to work for regular all NFC tags. I don't know. We'll see. But I think what I want to do is start messing around with a soldering project that I had going on. Trying to replace the back on this thing. I said I don't really need that. Yeah, I'm not sure if any of you are familiar, but this is a Sound Blaster device. This is another one that's also not working, but this one, the mini port on it, or USB micro port, exploded and went kaput. So I'm gonna try and swap that out. Port. Yeah, here we go. Placement port. I don't know if that'll work or not. Oh, yep. Fireworks are going. Let's see. I think it's very tiny. Okay, I think I've gotten everything out of there. I need to, because I cleaned up these through holes the other day. But there's still little schmutz in some of them, so Okie dokie. There's a little bit more schmutz in this through hole right here. And then this one right here. I need to get out, so I'm going to try to wick that out. Let's see. The soldering. Ah, it's going. Picking it? Yep. Maybe 10% or something. Flux. Okay. There we go. It's also at the top. Okay. Holy crap, finally. I got it. Almost. Bruh. Right, well, you know, if that's the only one, then that's probably fine. We'll find out when it doesn't work. Oh, one more time. I need to get an actual PCB grabber. I could just use the hot air gun. Probably. Oh, what time is it? Alright, I've actually got to hop off. Unfortunately, you guys can't witness more of this awful soldering. But do not worry. I will be back later with more awful soldering. Thanks for hanging out and watching, though. Alright. Well, thanks for hanging out. We made some progress on the RFID reader, so that's cool. I'm gonna order some tags for that and test it out with some actual tags that are to spec. And then hopefully we can get something out of it. Because I'd like to start testing it a little bit more, and then maybe write my own Python to control it instead of that ISO start software. But we'll see. So, thanks for hanging out. If you guys want to see more junk like this, go ahead and check out the channel. You can also join the Discord. And yeah, thanks for hanging out. I will see you guys later. Bye!